Hi, hello. Have you wondered why some YouTubers are so unsuccessful? Why they're so inconsistent? They start off good and then they just poof, vanish. Well, I'm here.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Rick.
So today, everybody of every color and ship, we're going to talk about why most YouTube channels fail, and always I'm going to talk it from my perspective and also give you some tips and some points. Now on my last video, well not my last video, the first video I uploaded for the year, I said I was going to explain, well give you a life update so to speak. I left out a lot of details on that video. Maybe this video will probably open your eyes to some truth. Number 1, inconsistent content schedule. You see, consistency is key on YouTube, and new channels often fail when creators are unable to maintain a regular content.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Lay it on me. Yes, I know. I've been extremely inconsistent, and it mainly has to do with the type of content I make because I go so much into details. Like, because I'm a perfectionist, which is bad. I want everything to be perfect. The downside to this, the time I use for the little details, I could have used it for, I don't know, upload a video or something like that, or move on to something else that actually matters. I recently received a comment from somebody, and they said,
"How can someone who makes basic animation burn out? Video is short and the guy don't even draw actual backgrounds. Bruh."
The reason why I burned out was not because I was making short videos with no background. The reason why I burned out is because my other videos were long and they had so much details into them. I wanted these videos to be perfect, thus they took a lot of time to produce. And taking a lot of time to produce meant I was not uploading on a consistent schedule. And not uploading on a consistent schedule meant little to no growth. That's why I resorted to cut out all the fluff and get straight to the point, narratively and visually. Viewers expect consistent uploads to stay engaged, and irregular posting can lead to loss of interest and decreased subscriber growth. And so there you have it. I decided to focus on being consistent because I noticed the more I'm consistent, the more my audience is engaged. And not only that, the YouTube algorithm recognized this and it boosts my channel's visibility because I've seen a lot of people with crappy videos. And by the way, this is not me judging them, all right? I'm just trying to make a point. I've seen a lot of these people succeeding on YouTube by just being consistent, which leads me to my next point. Number 2. Poor video quality. Now, if you watch my old videos or even my very first video on this channel, you will notice that the quality was but as I kept posting more and more, the quality started to get better. And this is where I went wrong. I stopped focusing being consistent and focused on quality only. Now again, like I said, focusing on quality is not bad, but to what end? If you're just starting out on YouTube, you need to up the quality as you go. Do not just bet everything you have on that one video. I'm not telling you to be mediocre. All I'm saying is, as long as it is good, if you feel like it's something that you would watch, it's presentable, then you're in the clear. Number 3, lack of niche or target audience. Now, when I first started this channel, my niche was storytime animation. Still is to this day, to be honest. But sometimes I want to talk about other things other than myself. I had to ask myself, do I really want to talk about me for the rest of my life for the sake of entertainment or bring value to people? Content creation is hard. I would say for the most part, the thing that takes most of my time is coming up with ideas, topics to talk about. That part is the hardest. This is why you see big creators sometimes like Corey X Kenshin take breaks from time to time because creating content can be mentally exhausting. Now, every creator is different, but they will tell you sometimes they feel exhausted. This is why I appreciate this community I have, because no matter how long I take, whenever I come back, you guys show out for me, and I appreciate every single one of you tuning in, watching this video, liking this video, or even disliking this video, to be honest, because at the end of the day, you watched it. So yeah, niche is very, very important. Like, determine your niche head on before you start your YouTube channel. What are you going to talk about? I've seen some people who started with one niche and then it gradually like evolved into something completely different than the niche they started off with. This could either be a good thing or a bad thing because you don't want to drastically change your niche all of a sudden, because the people who subscribe for one thing at the very beginning are going to leave the channel. And this is why some channels don't grow, because if you look at their page, they're all over the place. And some channels, you might look at their content, it might look like they're all over the place, but you see some sort of consistency with their content. Like, it's not too broad, so to speak. Now, how is this related to me? Well, for the longest time, I wanted to switch up my content a little bit based off what was going on in my life. Another thing is, over the period of 2022 to 2023, my faith in Christ grew and grew more. My faith is important and is important to me now. And I realized there's certain content I cannot make on this channel anymore because, like I said, my faith impacted me. For example, I used to cuss a lot, like cuss like a sailor. Now, profanity has left my mouth as a result of walking with Christ. And not just profanity, some jokes also. I realize now I could either A, use my talent and make dumb jokes to entertain the people, or B, bring value to y'all. Now, that doesn't mean it's not going to be entertaining. The content is still going to be the same, more or less. It's still going to be the same personality. I'm still me, you know, maybe not the same. The message is going to be different because faith or not, I'm still a human being and I'm growing. Like, at some point you gotta mature. You feel me? Some things I used to desire back then, I don't desire them no more. Because I do not want to be in my late 30s and be like,
I need the McSween. I need the McSween.
Yuck. Hey fam, I'm speaking for me. I don't want to be a goofball until my late 30s. If that's you, well, I don't have no problem with you. Do you? Hey fam, like I said, there's nothing wrong with being humorous. All I'm saying, there's a time for everything. Number 4, impatience and unrealistic expectations. Now, I made a whole video talking about this. You can check it out right here. Now, basically what I said in this video was, high expectations leads to high disappointments. I had high expectations for this channel. How high? Well, at some point I thought I was going to reach 1 million subscribers in 3 years of me starting the channel. Yes, I know, laugh it off, but you can't blame a guy for dreaming. Here's a tip: if you're going to start something that is really important to you, do not put a time limit on it. Now, in some cases you can, and this is why in my previous videos I told you to focus on the action rather than the goal itself, because people underestimate what they can do in 10 years and overestimate what they can do in 1 year. Which is why my approach to this channel has changed. I'm going to attack it from different angles. If you're a believer or not, you're welcome to stay. My goal is to show you the love of God above everything else. But that's it for me. I hope you got something from this video because I rented a lot. Like, share, and subscribe. I love you. Bye.